Hello, my name is Father Pascal Uche. I'm a Catholic priest in Brentwood Diocese, and particularly at St. James the Less and St. Helen Catholic Church. And it's a great joy and pleasure to be a priest and to be with you to share something of that journey. The first question is, where did the call to priesthood come from? Well, I always say that it begins with my baptism with my lovely parents and three lovely sisters. We had a family of faith. And so before I was a year old, I was baptized and called in my baptism to live a life of holiness. Not that I ever thought about being a priest. Perhaps when I was little, there were times where we played mass, me and my sisters, after Easter, for example. We would take the Easter egg and um, part of the chocolate would be Holy Communion and the other half would be like the Ciborium. So we played mass when we were young, but never seriously thought about priesthood. I guess when my faith became a bit more important to me, I remember an occasion of kneeling down and praying at the end of a day and having a image that the Lord placed in my head um, of me dressed as a priest. And I got up from that moment of prayer quite abruptly, thinking, nope, I don't feel that that's the way I want to live my life, or that I want to be a priest. And that image I put to the side. But as my relationship with God grew, as I leaned in and onto God much more in my faith journey in my late teen years, it was my second year at university that I really seriously considered maybe God is calling me to the priesthood. I had begun to see in religious and in priests a particular kind of joy and love that they had for God that was attractive, that made me feel maybe God is calling me to more. And I want to say that it was in the difficult times of my life, not necessarily the easy times, but the difficult times in my life, that I really had a sense of God's closeness and God being there for me in the difficulty. And that fostered a deeper relationship with God, which meant I could hear Him more and have a clearer sense that He had a purpose and a plan for me. And I began to entertain the idea that it might be priesthood. So, over many years at university, that thought, that desire grew. And at the end of my university, I stepped into seminary life, and that was how I kind of heard and followed the call towards priesthood.